Some big news today from OpenAI about offering shopping inside of Chat GPT. So let's check out this Twitter post real quick and see what is going on. Chat GPT already helps millions of people find what to buy. Now we can help them buy it too. We're introducing instant checkout in Chat GPT with Etsy and Shopify, and open sourcing the agentic commerce protocol that powers it, built with Stripe so more merchants and developers can integrate agentic checkout. So Etsy is typically where people make stuff and sell it. Shopify is probably the biggest e-commerce site for building stores. I use Shopify for my dietary supplement store, and Stripe is a payment processor. We're going to look at the charts for Etsy and Shopify. Stripe, I believe, is still private and set to IPO either this year or next year. Instant checkout is now rolling out to US ChatGPT Pro, Plus, and free logged-in users buying from US Etsy sellers, with over 1 million Shopify merchants coming soon. So it sounds like it's already active on Etsy. All right, I'm going to have to check this out for my store. But let's look at the Etsy chart. So real quickly, I just popped this up before I started this video. This looks like a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulse. So that is the big wave impulse. And now we see that it's correcting, and it went all the way down to the 0.886 to the dot, to the dollar basically. Typically, wave one's a big wave one will retrace to that golden zone, the 0.618 to 0.65. If it gets down to the 0.78, that's kind of like the last resort, no man's land. Getting all the way down to the 0.886 is not good for a company. That means they were doing bad. We look at their earnings. Yeah, they're not profitable. So they were profitable. Not profitable. Yeah, their earnings are not looking good. But I have not looked at this chart yet. This is an interesting setup. If Etsy can turn things around, I mean, there's a big upside. Potential target, if this is the wave one. Before I continue, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a professional. I'm just drawing some lines on the chart. I don't know what I'm doing. Do your own research, all that good stuff. Again, this is not financial advice. So let's look at what this could potentially be. If this is indeed the bottom, which I would guess it is. Typical wave 3 target is the 1.618 to 1.75. That means Etsy could potentially get up to 525 to 560. I don't know about that. Let's look at the Etsy insights on Qualitrim. I have not looked at this yet, but really good free cash flow. They have more debt than cash. The PE is 50. Let's look at revenue. So when we look at revenue on a 12-month trailing basis, we see it's kind of leveling off. It shot up pretty quickly. Yeah, they're only growing revenue at 2.38% in the last year, 3% in the last 2 years. So it has definitely leveled off. Free cash flow, I mean, still decent. Shares outstanding. Shares are going trending down. Valuation is high right now, and I think that's just from today though. If you look back, it was at 40, down to around 20, 30. Yeah, I'm guessing we see some pullback from this news. It popped 16% today after this news, but I am adding this to my watch list. Etsy potentially has something big happening. But let's look at Shopify too. Shopify was up 6%, not up as big as Etsy, which makes sense with how beaten down Etsy is. But I've been watching Shopify. I own some stock. I plan to add more to it. I mean, right now though, Shopify is looking really good. It's been building up. So remember how Etsy retraced to that 0.886? When we take the retracement from this high to this low, that's right where Shopify found its resistance. Once it breaks that point, it could be off to the races. It's going to retest all-time highs, and if things go well, we are moving up with the targets, at least probably to here. So at least 217, potentially up to 290 for this wave 3. So really good potential with Shopify. So looking at the daily chart, there's still this gap that needs to be filled. I did buy a share of Shopify today before the news. I didn't know this news was coming out. I just so happened to buy because it had found support on the 50-day moving average and it shot up. But I'm still looking for this gap to fill. So I would like to add more around 130. We will see what happens, but let's look at Shopify. So Shopify's revenue looks much better than Etsy's. They are growing at about 29% in the last year, 26% over the last 2 years, 36% over the last 5 years, 52% over the last 10 years. Revenue, free cash flow is growing very well. Valuation isn't too bad. So it's typically around 70. So it's a little high right now. Valuation is a little high, so maybe we will see the price go back down to fill that gap. But comparing Etsy to Shopify, Shopify looks much stronger. They have $5.83 billion in cash, zero debt. So they are sitting on $5.83 billion. The valuation is a little high right now, but I feel like Shopify is a much stronger bet than Etsy. So I will continue buying Shopify. Again, I use Shopify for my online store, so I like it. I see all the advancements they're doing. Etsy, I don't know about. I will keep watching them to see what the price does, see what the stock does, but very, very interesting news. What do you think about this news? Would you use Chat GPT to buy stuff? Like I said before, I use it to search for its products, and it often gives me Amazon links. I have to go to Amazon. If Chat GPT found the products inside of Chat GPT and I could check out right there, I would definitely utilize it. So very cool news, very cool news. All right, so that's big news from OpenAI today. Very cool. We will watch to see what happens. I am looking for Shopify to make a big move in the near future. I'll keep you guys posted.